Welcome back, guys. You're watching Ontrepreneur, and in this video we're going to be going over the daily cryptocurrency prices and action, everything happening in the market, as well as some news stories of why we're seeing such a large drop in the market today. So if you guys are new here, make sure to subscribe as well as turn on post notifications. If you guys have never been around the channel, we post daily cryptocurrency content regarding news as well as tip videos and just trying to help you guys become better traders in general. If you guys want to check out, we do have a free Facebook community, a free private group for you guys to come and join and communicate with other traders, network with other traders, and just be in a community of like-minded people. So definitely check that out in the description. So getting into what happened yesterday. Bitcoin down 8%. A lot of other coins down a lot more. The worst is, Icon down 17%, Loopring 19%, Nano continues to fall, down 16.4%, EOS down 15% to $6. Wow. Zilliqa down 15% to 4.5 cents. So across the board, guys, we're really seeing some low prices. And why? Well, it's a pretty simple answer, but we'll get into that right after we do some of our technical analysis. Now, looking at what exactly happened on the chart side of things, we clearly fell below the bullish indicators that we had going for us. So we were above the 180-day smooth moving average, so that was a good sign for a little bit there. But unfortunately, we broke below all of the moving averages that we were staying above: the 25-day, the 9-day, the 50-day, as well as the 180-day. So all of our moving averages are showing that we have the momentum to push towards the downside. On the flip side of things, when we take a look at our indicators on the bottom here, the RSI is looking to continuously pointing down, most likely going to trigger that oversold signal on the 1-day chart, as you can see, as well as the MACD showing a lot of momentum towards the downside on the seller side of things. So, clearly we are not in a place to speculate on if the price is going to rise or not. I don't think that's really going to happen right now. I think we are most likely at risk to continue to lower levels, probably down to the next few supports that we've seen in the past. So my prediction is we're going to see consolidation most likely right here at this level, right around 6,500, which looks like we're starting to see consolidation there. We also had some consolidation around 69, 6,800 for a little while, and then we dropped down further to 6,500, and now we're seeing some consolidation there. So most likely what I expect to happen is one of two things. So first off, we could either see consolidation around 6,500 and just move sideways and then maybe make a move up or a small move down, or what I feel most likely will happen, we're most likely going to drop below the support and push back down to 6,100, 62, around that area. We have a support right around 6,100. So for those of you guys who don't know, there's a saying that usually goes, buy the rumor, sell the news. So that's exactly what happened in this case. People bought the rumor of the SEC decision being August 7th, and unfortunately we did not get that. The SEC actually pushed it back to September 30th, I'm pretty sure. So, yep, the SEC wrote in the statement that they have so far received more than 1,300 comments from the public on the proposed rule change that would be necessary in order to list the ETF on an exchange. Tuesday's notice from the SEC would give the regulator until September 30th to decide on whether it will approve or disapprove the proposed rule change. Although many market commentators and investors had already expressed that they expected the decision to be pushed back several times, the market reacted by sending the Bitcoin price further down. So Bitcoin overnight broke through a technical support found at 6,700 and is currently trading at around 6,500. So that's basically what happened. The Bitcoin ETF that we were all waiting for got postponed, and here is my take on it. So overall, I think the ETF is the best proposal that's been around so far. If you guys don't know the exact details of the ETF, you can check out the video I did yesterday on on the Bitcoin ETF decision, and we kind of talked about the exact details of the ETF. However, I think that the SEC is going to postpone it as many times as possible. It is very possible that we see this postponed even to next year. And the reason being that I think they just want to see the markets actually develop a little bit more overall, as well as, see market conditions improve in a way. So here is an article that shows the Bitcoin ETF presentation SolidX gave to the SEC last week, and I wanted to point out a few things within this. So right here's a quote from the actual presentation. So the commission notes that Bitcoin is still in the relatively early stages of its development, and that over time, regulated Bitcoin-related markets of significant size may develop. Should such markets develop, the commission could consider whether a Bitcoin ETP, based on the facts and circumstances then presented, be consistent with the requirements of the Exchange Act. So the main takeaway from that is I think that they feel that it's still at the early stages, the very, very early stages, and the large fluctuations in price, as well as all of the negative aspects of this market. The ICO market is a little iffy, as well as some of the illegal things that have gone on within the market. I think it's a little too early for them to come out and make this decision. With that said, I think this is the best proposal considering the details of the actual proposal. So if September 30th comes, my expectation is it either will get approved, but firsthand, most likely it will get pushed back even further. So that's the bulk of what happened last night. The ETF just got pushed back. I was not expecting such a steep drop, but I was expecting 6,500 most likely to be that support that we did drop down to eventually after this was pushed back. But it was very quick right after the news story came out. Actually, I was on my computer trading right when it happened, and Bitcoin dropped immediately right when the first article came out, I think down to like 6,800. So here we go. I think we read this article, but coming down here, SEC delays VanEck SolidX Bitcoin ETF decision to September. So again, it was supposed to be yesterday, August 7th, but officials at the agency wrote that they were giving themselves more time to deliberate on whether to approve what would be the first exchange-traded product of its kind in the U.S. It's also perhaps unsurprising given that in the past, SEC officials have used the agency's statutory powers to push back decisions on Bitcoin ETFs. So September 30th is the next point that we're looking forward to, and hopefully something positive comes out of that. But unfortunately, markets have taken a bit of a hit. We will have to look on the bright side, hope for some type of consolidation around one of these levels. Again, I'm looking long term right now, so most likely what I'm expecting is if we can get a bounce at either of these levels, okay, so whether it's 6,500, 6,100, or 5,800 or 50, if we can get a bounce at any of the previous supports that we've seen throughout the last 6 months, I think that will put us in a good spot to be comfortable with staying above these prices. I know we've bounced off these levels 1, 2, 3 times already, but just getting a fourth confirmation that we're not going to fall below these levels for Bitcoin will really, I believe, drive some confidence into the market that these are the lowest prices you can get Bitcoin at. And that's my philosophy as of now. I do believe Bitcoin at these prices is an absolute bargain. So long term especially. So for those of you guys who are looking for a bit of a swing trade, I do know Litecoin has been at the lowest price in 2018. It's incredibly low. I actually picked some up yesterday. It's at $65.65. So for all you guys looking for a long-term swing trade, and again, I keep saying long-term because the profit on this trade is pretty immense. If you trade it back up to its all-time highs, it's about 500%. So something to keep in mind, and as well as XRP has also been its absolute low in 2018. So let me just find tether pairing right here. I actually don't think they're going to have the best comparing here, but anyway, you know, few 100% is basically the gain on that as well. So few long-term trades for you guys. XRP and Litecoin, two solid market leaders, I do believe propose a very nice long-term swing trade for those of you guys who do believe in those projects. So thank you guys for watching. That's going to be all for this video today. Got to go hop on our hour-long live stream for our private group, and if you guys want to join in on that, make sure to check out Investors Elite or Entrepreneur Investors, one of our programs that allows you guys to access those daily live streams. Okay, so hope you guys enjoy this video, and again, I will see you tomorrow for another one. Have a good one, guys.